Christmas is right around the corner, and today I wanted to show you how to make a super easy centerpiece out of these adorable Christmas gifts. This may look complicated, but it wasn't at all. So let's get started and I'll show you how I made it. Okay, we're going to start off with one of my favorite containers. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know I use this container a lot. It's I got this from Hobby Lobby, I don't know, a couple years ago probably, and I use it all the time. Now, in here I have mostly covered with my green foam. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but in this case I wanted to have it mostly covered on the bottom because I'm going to take another piece of green foam. I get the thick green foam, and I'm just going to put it right on top in the center. And then we are going to use all of these, let me see if I can get it, all of these stems, I guess is what you would call it, because what I did is I bought a garland from Hobby Lobby and then I just cut it all apart. And I think I might have another couple pieces besides this, but I'm not sure. So you'll need a good pair of wire cutters just to cut that apart. If you're interested in the ones that I use these, and I'll link that below. But any, wire cutters should work as long as they're good and strong. So out of this garland, there are basically two pieces. If you look at it, I guess this is the front. There's one with the pine cones on, and then there's one without. So what I'm going to use is, I believe, 4 of these and 5 of these. And this is going to be just super easy. Easy but beautiful. Love that, right? Okay, I'm just going to start kind of in the back over here, and I'm going to go around all the edge to kind of alternating, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And I'm putting my stems not on this piece, but on the outer edge of this. So let's keep adding. Now, anytime that you have like a piece over here, this tall piece, and you want it over there, you can just move it around because it's all wired. And in this case, that's what I want. Make sure your pieces are all kind of spread out too. That'll help give you more coverage. They kind of get all tangled with each other. And I do not, I get asked this question, I do not glue my foam down because I use containers like this for all sorts of things and I don't want to have it glued down. So it does move on me when I'm working, but you can always glue it down if you want. I just, that's just my preference. So let's see. And you can kind of have it drooping over the edge. I have about, let's see, 4 more, I guess. And let me think, where do I want this big piece on this one to go? Yeah, I guess that's good, having it go down in the front. Have it bent over, and then bend some of these over too. And if you don't glue down your green pieces, just hold them in place as you're kind of moving your stuff around. And I then, even though I don't have this glued down in my container, I can easily pick this up and move it somewhere else and it doesn't fall apart. That's why I always love using the green foam. Okay, we just have a few more pieces. This centerpiece is going to go fast. It is super simple and yet absolutely beautiful. Put this here. Again, bending it over. I have my hand down at the bottom where it's going into the foam as I'm pushing these over the edges. And then I just have one more piece right here. Bending, bending. Okay, now when I look at this, I can step back now. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I can see that I have it very heavy over here and not over here. So I definitely need to change something around. And so this is a great time when you can look back at your piece and go, is there something that doesn't look right? So this does not look right to me. I'm going to switch this back around to the other side. Pull these apart a little bit. And so that I can have this piece drooping off this way. Okay. Moving this a little bit. There we go. And you know what? This is bothering me, so I'm going to cut this off. And cutting it off is super easy. And then, like in this case, this has like, they put something around the wire. So I'll just get a pair of scissors and cut that off. So I'm just going to cut it off. And then I can put my piece back in place. Okay. I'm liking this better. Again, another piece where I feel like this is too long, so I'm just going to cut it. Cut it with the wire cutters and cut it with the scissors so that it sits down in there further. Yes, that is so much better. There we go. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to put in here are, this came in, this is like faux fur, and this came in a roll of it, and I just cut a couple pieces off from it. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this to cover up our green foam so that if you can see anything after we're done, what you'll be able to see is this really pretty white, what looks like snow. And kind of get it in there. Push it down on the edges. It just fills in any area that we miss with a pick, and that is so pretty. Now I'm going to bring in the star of the show, or stars. I think it was last year Hobby Lobby brought these in, and I instantly fell in love with them. Like, how cute are they? These little presents. And they're faux fur, and they've got this little burlap on them, and they do come in a couple of different colors. And so what I'm going to do, oh, I should say I was there a couple weeks ago, and they were almost sold out. So I don't know if they're getting more in, but if you find them at your local Hobby Lobby, you might want to grab them if you want them. So I'm going to put these opposite of each other. I'm going to kind of set them in here. Look at how cute. There we go. So as you can see, this is already completely beautiful, but we're going to add in just a few more pops just to take it over the edge, right? So we're going to add in these gold stems, and there's two of these that I've cut apart, just cut in half. So when you look at this, you can see that these two pieces are one part of the stem, and these two pieces, let me see if I can change this. Yeah, these two pieces are the other part of the stem. And we're going to use the bigger pieces in the back. So let's add those in. Now, if I can stick them into the green foam, I'm going to do that. But if you can't get them to go into the green foam because the stems aren't long enough, maybe you just accidentally cut it too short or whatever, you know, you can just set them into place. It doesn't have to go into the green foam. So let's see. There we go. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. And now of these two smaller ones we're going to put up front. They're so pretty. They add just a little bit of glam without being over the top. Okay, and then the last thing we're going to add in are these really pretty sparkly white snowflakes. And this was 2 stems and I cut them in half. So I have 2 bigger pieces, 2 smaller pieces. And I will go ahead and put in the description, as always, you know, all of the stuff that I used in case if you're interested in that information. Now, where I'm going to put the bigger pieces are on the side. So let's add those in. So pretty. They add some sparkle to this. Gonna put it on this side now. Oops. There we go. And then I have the 2 smaller pieces, which I'm going to put one in the front and one in the back. Okay guys, you can absolutely make this because it is so easy to do. Just give yourself a little time. If you're not used to making centerpieces, give yourself a little grace as you try things. And just remember that if you put them in a location that you don't like, you step back and you look at it, you can always, you know, pull them out, change them around to get the look that you're looking for. So I hope that you loved this, this little tutorial on how to make this adorable gift centerpiece. And I just love it if you would subscribe, like, comment. It just helps my little channel grow. So thank you so much for watching, and let's take a closer look at this.